Hi, this is another iron-on veneer project. This door was stained too dark to match some other cabinet doors in the kitchen, and I wanted to lighten it to match the other doors. I started by sanding with 180 grit sandpaper, expecting to finish with 320. But what happened is I didn't realize how thin the veneer was, and I sanded through it. And so I really had no choice but just to go ahead and finish out the sanding, and then I put on a light coat of sealer as instructed by the veneer instructions, and then sanded that down lightly in preparation for applying the veneer. If you've ordered new doors and you decide to do anything with them, the veneer is going to be very thin, so you have to be careful. So to begin this process, I first put some double stick tape around the outside edges here, and then took some wax paper, laid it down flat, and taped it in the center, and then folded this over and matched it to the length and edges. And you need to do that double stick tape because that allows you to conform to this curved surface and gives you the right proportions for the veneer. So the veneer piece is here, and I'm going to try to make this match up. The first thing I need to do is set it in here correctly so that I can just iron on the top and then work with the edges. So the trick is going to be to get this to just match up on sides and on both the front and the back edges. And I have done this a couple of times trying to get it to fit, but this is actually the moment of truth for trying to make this all fit together just right on the money. Okay, this will slide into a little recess that I put in here, so this is just slightly over, and this one here is just about right, so need to check the edges all the way up and down. Okay, the iron again has the Reynolds non-stick side facing out, of course, and I've taped this aluminum foil to the iron to protect the surface of the iron. And then I have it setting on 5 because it's supposed to be high cotton. I'm going to set this right in the middle for a couple of seconds here, and then just start moving from the center out. And I only want to go to the edge of the veneer here, and then I'll work on the edges once this is down. And again, as you're doing this, you can tell when the glue has adhered to the underlying surface because it won't come up once you move the iron away. And I'm just trying to work on the very edge of this, plus doing the main body of the wood. Stick down the corners really good, and then I can work on each edge individually. And I need to get the J roller and roll this down. So the flat part's stuck down, and I'm going to let that set and cool down and then begin to do the other edges. Here's the door after doing the edges. Basically, take your iron along the edge, and as with the cabinet doors, you have to heat up the edge here and then use something like a plexiglass piece and run over this, and then try to get your corner stuck down again so you get some definition of the edges. And I started with this end actually. I had to make some slits with the razor along here, just like the directions say. And then when I ironed, I kind of pushed in a little bit with the heat, and then went along the edge, of course, and then slowly bent in, and then took this piece of plexiglass and tried to push out as much air as possible. And that seemed to work because this is tacked down good. The corners took a little extra work, but I thought I would have to slice these to make a corner, but actually the veneer turned over the corner without having to put a 45-degree cut there. So that was pretty good. So that was done on this side too. This side was more difficult because unfortunately this lined up really good, but it's a little bit forward of where I expected it to be originally. So this was a little bit longer. I took the iron and pushed the corners down as much as I could, and then took the razor and trimmed this off in here like this. So here's the door with the veneer attached and sanded. And the sanding got rid of any little scuff marks and things like that that were put on by the iron. Here's the door again with Old Master's Golden Oak applied. I will add a second coat of Minwax Classic Oak Poly shade, and that'll add a little bit of a red tone to it. Here's the pantry cabinet door, rescued from my sanding oversight by using the Bandit iron-on veneer. I'm pleased with the result, and I think this is a good product, so I would definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching. For more videos, please click the link below. If this video was helpful, please give it a like. Thanks.